if you have tried using everything that's in books, there's a lot of educators out there that are well-meaning. They may be even profitable. And you may have tried those approaches to trading, and you just feel like there's a disconnect. You can't make it work, or it's inconsistent, and it doesn't really deliver the storyline as to why price does what we see price do on a day-by-day basis. And that's largely attributed to how markets are booked and delivered algorithmically. So what I try to communicate to my listeners, and unfortunately, it comes by way of a very drawn out, dry discussion, which is what coding and algorithmic theory is. Unfortunately, there's no way for me to sugarcoat it. I guess if I was showing Lamborghinis and the fast track and then splicing in like 10 minutes of the things I talk about, it would be more palatable for most folks. But to me, I've never been a supporter of that approach. I like the idea of knowing why I'm doing something in the marketplace. Why should the price go up? Why shouldn't price go down? Why should the market not hit your stop loss? See, with over 2,000 books in my library, I have literally probably read everything that you could ever come across in terms of technical analysis, approaches, anything in trading. I've already tried all that stuff. And what I've done is try to communicate in a way where I can take you and anyone else into the marketplace and show how the algorithm itself is going to deliver price. And it's a large body of viewers and opponents to what it is I talk about in trading. They'll say there is no algorithm. There is no algorithm. And it's important for someone to really take a look at what I'm presenting, because when you do that, it's very, very difficult to argue how buying and selling pressure agrees with the very levels that I teach that either holds price at bay or it reaches to it right to the tick. And my only challenge to the listeners has always been, don't believe me because I said it. Go in, look for the things that I'm teaching and see if it doesn't manifest itself in the charts, because it does every single day. And I've done this now for 26 years, and I've done one-on-one teachings. I've done group teachings. Now I've done, mentorships, and now I'm doing it publicly. And the folks that have arm wrestled the idea of the markets being algorithmic or not, I think everyone understands that there are algorithms in the marketplace trading.
Sure.
But the way that markets are booked and delivers price has nothing to do with buying and selling pressure. The volume is looked at in a way where it's a red herring. The only thing volume is useful in terms of my understanding about price is I want a lot more volume coming in, because they're going to use that volume to take them and place them where they want in the marketplace. My question to you is this: how many contracts would you, Aaron, expect it to require for the S&P to move 10 handles?
10 handles?
How many contracts?
Oh, I would guess thousands.
Okay.
I wouldn't have an accurate number for this.
How about 5 handles? How many would it take?
Half of the thousands that it would take to go 10.
Okay. When we have our session end at 5 o'clock and it resumes at 6 o'clock and we have our gap, how many contracts does it take to have that first print right at 6 o'clock? When the first trade hits the market and we see the opening price, how many contracts did it take to make that?
One, yeah.
So when you take a step back and you say, okay, what happens when we have these big sudden movements when FOMC comes out, or CPI, or any market driver that comes out? That was the big red flag to me that, hey, I was thinking I had to see a lot of volume to keep seeing a trend continue. when that's not necessarily the right way of looking at it. You need to see where the market will likely